Just because I'm not on BookTube anymore doesn't mean I don't want to read. Today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I would like to get through by the end of the year, to make this a lot easier on myself, because I want to have no pressure on myself at all. I'm going to have two tiers in this list. The first tier is the tier 1 tier. This tier 1 tier is going to be all the books that I really feel like I need to get through by the end of the year. And when I say need, it's more I really want to. Like, I don't want the year to go by and have not read these books. So I'm genuinely incredibly excited. I cannot wait to get into them. And so they had to be put on this list. The tier 2 list are still books that I love and I definitely do want to read, but that's more of a if I have time, and if I don't, I can push them over to 2023. That's totally fine. So let's go through, we're going to first of all go through the tier 1 list, then we're going to go through the tier 2 list, and then I'm going to discuss with you when I would like to read the books in the tier 1 list, to show you that there is absolutely no pressure I'm putting on myself whatsoever. So let's begin. Starting off with that tier 1 list, and I'll move over here so I can put the books over there. The first book in the tier 1 list is, not surprisingly, this book, Lemon Drop Dead by Amanda Flower. This is book number 5 in the Amish Candy Shop series. As of next month, there will be 6 books. No, that is book number 6. I apologize. There will be 7 books as of next month in this series. And I want to finish the series by the end of the year. I've loved it so much, and it will definitely keep me wanting to keep reading. So that's one. Book number 2 is this book, Peanut Butter Panic by Amanda Flower. This is the book that comes out towards the end of this month. I think that it's not available as a paperback until next month. It's really confusing. It comes out right at the end of August, but the paperback's not available until like September 14 or 16 or something. So really confusing. But this will be the last book that is released in this series for this year. So that will help me to close out Amish Candy Shop. The third book on this list is going to be this book, The Shifting Sands. This is book number 4 in the Del Toro Quest series. And so the fourth book on the list is this book, which is Dread Mountain. This is book number 5 in the Del Toro Quest series. I don't know if I'll be finishing the series out this year or not. These books are really easy to read, and they're one-day reads for me. They're very fast. So I might be able to finish out the series this year, but if I don't want to stress too much about it. So the next book on this list is this book, which is With a Charm on Top by Samantha Silva. This is book number 4 in the Spellford Cove mystery series. I love this series, and I would like to get it done by the end of the year. And so therefore the next book on this list is this book, Icing on the Curse, which is book number 5 in the Spellford Cove series. The next book on this list is this one, which is Bread and Bewitching, book number 6 in the Spellford Cove mystery series. And the next book is this one, which is book number 7, Proof is in the Potion, book number 7 in the Spellford Cove mystery series. All right. And then here we will now go into the final 3 books on this list, starting off with this one, Body at Buccaneers Bay, which is book number 5 in the Secrets and Scrabble series by Josh Lanyon. Then we have Lament at Loon Landing, which is book number 6 in the Secrets and Scrabble series. And then we have Death at the Deep Dive, which is book number 7 in the Secrets and Scrabble series. I love this series so much, and again, just like with Candy Shop, it would feel wrong to end the year and not have this series up to date. Good news, there's a book 8 coming out next year. I'm so excited. I just found this out, so yay! So I won't be done, but I will be up to date by the end of the year. Alright, let's quickly go through the tier 2. So the first series on my tier, not every series that's on my SAS list has made it into the tier 2 section, and so not every series is on this list at the moment. I'm only going to be reading for enjoyment, so I'm only going to include books that I actually really want to read. But the tier 2 list will only come into play if I have time. I will explain more when I go back into my scheduling for Tier 1. But yeah, the Tier 2 list is okay, I've finished my Tier 1 for the month, Tier 1 section for the month, and I have more time, let's pick a book from the Tier 2 section. If I don't get to any of these books, or whatever I don't get to, I'll push on over into 2023. Okay, so first up we have the Amish Matchmaker series. So the first two books on this list are Courting Can Be Killer, which is book number 2, and Marriage Can Be Mischief, which is book number 3. If I get through and up to date with this series, I will be up to date with the 2 Amanda Flowers series that I read this year. The next series is the Beachfront Bakery series. So we have A Perilous Cake Pop, which is book number 3, A Deadly Danish, which is book number 4, A Treacherous Treat, which is book number 5, and A Calamitous Cookie, which is book number 6, and I believe this is the final book in that series. Then we have the Poppy McAllister series, which I did read book number 3, Restaurant Weeks on Murder, this month. So, starting off with book number 4, Theatre Nights on Murder. Then we have this book, Wine Tastings on Murder, book number 5. This book, Beauty Expos on Murder, which is book number 6. And this book, Antique Auctions on Murder, which is book number 7. So these are the books in my Tier 2 section. If I, complete the list per month with my Tier 1 section, I can pick out a book from my Tier 2 section and read that. All right, let's go back and talk about the Tier 1 section, but in this section I'm literally going to just be talking about my scheduling. So, in order to keep reading fun for myself, I have decided that I will, in order to keep the reading fun for myself, but also to ensure that I get through the books in my Tier 1 section, I have decided to schedule. And so basically I'm going to be reading... Okay, apparently I'm going to be reading 3 books a month. We'll see how that goes. I thought I was only going to be reading 2, so yeah, we will see how things go. Okay, so this schedule is very different to what I thought it was going to be, because I was expecting it was going to be 2 books a month, but that's okay. There are 11 books in this thing, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my plan for September, which is Lemon Drop Dead, The Shifting Sands, and With a Charm on Top. If I can get through those 3 books and I want to read another one, I can pick from my Tier 2 section. I don't even know if I'll touch the Tier 2, because as I said, I was expecting to only read 2 books a month, so this is quite surprising. But that is September right there. Okay, let's go into October. I'm going to be reading Body at Buccaneers Bay, Peanut Butter Panic, and Icing on the Curse. The reason I have held off with Peanut Butter Panic till October is to ensure that I have the paperback here by the time I get to it, because the paperback is only being released about halfway through the month in September. I want to give it more than enough time to get here. Okay, so then we go into November, and we have Bread and Bewitching, Lament at Loon Landing, and Proof is in the Potion. So I have 2 Spelford Coves and A Secret in Scrabble for the month of November. And then in December, I do have 2 books at this stage, but I may be able to pull off a book from the Tier 3 section if I so desire. And those 2 books are Death at the Deep Dive and Dread Mountain. So if I am able to complete my... remainder of the year TBR, then I will be able to complete 3 series from between now and then that were on my SAS list, and I'll be able to get the majority of the way through the 4th one. Del Toro Quest has 8 books, and honestly, it is very possible that I finish off Del Toro Quest by the end of the year. They're one-day reads, but I'm not going to put pressure on myself. So yeah, that's basically where things stand. So let's just say I only get through the Tier 1 section and I pick up nothing from the Tier 2 section, then Amish Matchmaker, Beachfront Bakery, and the Poppy McAllister series will definitely be on my SAS list in 2023, and were I to add nothing else to the Tier 2 section, then I would literally be reading 1 book a month. and then drawing, I guess, from somewhere else. But yeah, that would be 3 series that are there. Although I know for sure that there are going to be 2 series that I am, or potentially 3, but at this stage I'll just say 2 because I just want to lock in 2. There are 2 series that I know for sure I'm going to add to my 2023 SAS list, and they are the Haley Powell Food and Cocktail Mystery Series by Lee Hollis, and the Coffee House Mystery Series by Cleo Coyle. I know that I'm just going to add them to next year. I don't want to rush through them, but at the same time, I don't want to not read them. So I think for me right now, I just want to do what is doable, and that's why I'm focusing on things such as the priorities, such as Candy Shop and Spelford Cove and Secrets and Scrabbles and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we're going to do next year is say that I read nothing from the tier 2, then Amish Matchmaker, Beachfront Bakery, Poppy McAllister, Haley Powell, and Coffee Shop will be on my SAS list for next year. And yeah, that would work out again, I would say, to be about 2 or 3 books a month, which is next to nothing compared to what I normally do, but it would ensure that I still keep reading, because I think one of my biggest concerns is that I would give up reading altogether, all things considered, and I don't want to do that. I do want to keep reading. So that is the goal, that is the plan. We will see how things turn out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah! Bye!